white supremacist, you have that kind of authority.
Yes, sir.
In fact, you are the only person who has that authority.
Mm.
Now, black people can stand up and say, well, this person, this person is not white, and that has actually happened. There are case laws of that in so-called South Africa. There was one case that I remember is that there was a boxer, I forgot his name, in South Africa who was classified as white. And then later on, when they were taking a resurvey of everybody who was supposed to be white and not white, they came along and told him that they had some research done and that he was not white. And then they went through his entire family, if I recall correctly, and say, oh, well, now, some members of your family are so light that there's no way in the world that we can't classify them as white. In other words, we have to classify them as white, even though we have classified you as non-white. So what they did was split up the family.
Mm.
They made him move.
Wow.
To what they call the Cape Coloreds. Because they had 3 classifications, maybe more. But they put him with what they call the colored section, which is somewhere between black and white. And they made him move and made some members of his family move and left the others over there as white people. Also, the other thing that they had was under what they call, quote, unquote, apartheid, which is just a more restrictive and more clearly defined subsystem, you might say, or parallel system, or more intensified system of white supremacy, more in-your-face type. The people who are called Japanese, now any of them that came from Japan on business, they were classified as white for the time that they are there doing business. But a Japanese who had family members born and raised in South Africa were classified as non-white, even though they're all members of the same family. They were the ones born here. Now, although you're all family members, you can come visit your family and all like that, but if you're here on business, you will be white during the time that you're just here. You're here on a visa, on a passport, because you'll just be here 6 months. For that 6 months, you can, you're a white person because you don't live here. But now if you settle down here, you're going to be immediately booked as non-white. That was the way they, it's control.
Mm-hmm. In the system,
see, black people in this area of the world, we think it's all an emotional thing. It's a business.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. It's a result. Yeah, it's a result. It's a part of. It's an integral part of the system. You got to classify people.
Okay.
Yeah. Anytime you say you're going to take a census, what is the purpose for classifying people by color? It's to practice racism. And what is racism? Mistreatment of people based on color. That's all it's good for. It's not good for anything else. It's nothing anybody can say that is good for other than that.
Well, wait.
Now, if you talk about color preservation, that's something else. That's color preservation. That's just like you've got purple flowers, and you say, well, we need some more orange. We'd like to have some more orange flowers and whatnot. Say we got enough purple seeds. For the purple flowers, we need some orange flowers. So that is, hey, no problem there. See what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But when you set up a system of racism, it's not just about distinguishing one color from another. Like some white people will say, well, I don't see your color. Well, I've been saying for years, and Tony Brown and a lot of other people have been saying, what do you mean you don't see my color? You can see that a tree is green. Don't you see that a tree is green? You know, that the leaves on the tree are green. And then later on they turn brown, and they might turn orange or, you know, or whatever. Yeah, and you're supposed to see that. You're not supposed to ignore that. I mean, that's a part of the whole idea. You see it. You know, colors are. I say that in the textbook. There's no such thing as a wrong color. Colors are. It's how you react to it when it comes to people or things or whatever. Now, if you just go around and say, well, if I ever see a red boxcar, all the red boxcars, I'm going to set on fire. See what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Now, you're going, well, why are you setting them on fire? Well, I just don't like red boxcars. Well, now, this is my railroad, and some of my boxcars are red. Some of them are blue, some of them are black, some of them are green, because I chose to make them that way. Now, you going to burn up my boxcars because you don't like the red ones? Yep. Well, you got a problem with me in my railroad. See, but somebody thought up the idea that, oh, those are some people over there that they got a color that's different from mine, so that gives me a license to mistreat them. And whoever thought up that idea thought up the most powerful political and religious idea ever for mistreating people. Nothing is done more to mistreat people than that idea.